today's Torah portion, Moses is giving a speech to the people using similes to create imagery in their minds. It is his final speech before he dies. He is proclaiming God's glory so the people will continue to believe in God, practice Judaism, and follow Joshua, his successor. At this point, Moses himself realizes that since they hit the rock and demanded water from it, and therefore betrayed God, he would not be allowed to enter the promised land. However, as the leader of the Jewish people, he reminds them of how God is taking care of them, guided them, and led them to this day. Even though the people have turned against God and not followed his commandments, God does not abandon them. Moses commands the people to return to God and see of the goodness, strength, and protection that is granted to those who believe. Moses' final speech serves both as a reminder to the people to pass along traditions and religion to future generations, as well as a warning to not forget where they came from and the God who helped them and protected them during times of great trial. After Moses completes his speech, God tells him that the time of his death is near. Moses is then instructed to ascend Mount Nebo, where he will be able to see the promised land before he perishes. This is his punishment, but his reward will be knowing that his people are now allowed to enter the promised land. In the commentary for this Torah portion, the rabbis stressed the importance of preserving Judaism by passing it down through the generations. Rashi suggests the people should remember and consider history in order to be conscious of what may happen in the future. Also, Professor Pinchas Peli stated that being proud and getting to know the roots of one's culture is not just a hobby or pastime, but a sophisticated business. It is the means through which we adopt and absorb ethical values in our behavior. Additionally, Emil Fackenheim wrote of the importance of celebrating traditions, teaching them to our kids, and passing them down through the generations to ensure the continuation of Judaism. Furthermore, the rabbis understood that ethical standards and behaviors are formed through the teachings therein. Today, this is evident in the practice of tzedakah, giving charity, which is a central component to Judaism. Finally, it is important, according to the rabbis, to remember the past so that it is not repeated. This idea is paramount to the social justice tradition in Judaism, of fighting for those who are repressed or less fortunate. Life is about choices. Whatever you choose to do in life shouldn't be as much about your end goal, but the path you take to get there. The way you've impacted others' lives, and the way you change the world for the better. In this way, although Moses didn't reach his final goal of entering the promised land himself, his path was an influential one, which positively impacted the Jewish people. Although he was imperfect, like all of humanity, due to the many mistakes he made in his lifetime, Moses was an unparalleled leader who changed the world through tikkun olam, repair to the world. As you look at life as a whole, your path may twist and turn as you strive to achieve your goals, but how you handle both successes and failures along the way will become your legacy, which will be passed down to the generations to come. Why is it important to remember our past and those who came before us? If we don't acknowledge both our accomplishments and failures, then history is due to repeat itself. The past is our guide to the future. Our ancestors have laid the groundwork for our generation, and we will do the same for future generations. We are forever indebted to those who perished so that we could live our traditions and practice our religion. As a tribute to those who walked the path before us in Judaism, we often honor our deceased family members by naming our children after them. This is an important tradition because in this way we are constantly reminded of the people who came before us and paved our path for the future. Now take a moment to look outside yourself, put yourself in another's shoes, and think about what your legacy will be from someone else's perspective. We all want to be remembered in the hearts of those we've touched, but in order for our legacy to live on in this way, we must commit ourselves to reaching out to those in need, lending a helping hand, or offering a smile and some encouragement along the way. In my own personal experience, as I studied for my bar mitzvah, I thought of how I could leave a legacy through my service project. I wanted to complete a service project that would have a lasting impact on my neighborhood community. So I decided to research, plan, and raise money to build a 2-liter recycled plastic bottle greenhouse at my elementary school in Lidview. I had the students plant vegetable seeds so they could contribute to making their school a better place through exposure to healthy eating. Additionally, I donated a portion of the vegetables to Beans Cafe to provide healthy food for the less fortunate. I hope that through my passion and excitement for this topic and project, students will learn to love gardening and make healthier food choices. Ultimately, your legacy lives on through the stories that in your absence others share about you, and the positive impact that you've had on the hearts and lives of others through your good deeds. As you reflect, it is important to ask yourself, how do I want to be remembered? What do I want my legacy to be? What have I done to cement my legacy as a generous and thoughtful person who looks out for others and offers help and comfort in a time of need? I would like to thank Rabbi Michael Oblaf and Jerry Levine for giving their time each week to help me prepare for my bar mitzvah. I would also like to thank my past religious school teachers for volunteering each Sunday to help prepare me for this day. I would like to thank everyone with the greenhouse by bringing 2-liter bottles, donating money, and watering the plants, especially Bonnie Goen and ASD Carpenters, who helped make my dream a reality. Additionally, I would like to thank Graham for making my tally, Papa, Uncle Augie, Roger, and Lisa from traveling out of state to be here, and everyone who is here today to celebrate this special occasion. Lastly, I would like to thank my mom, dad, and sister for supporting me through this journey. I couldn't have done it without you.